Alright, man, welcome back to another reaction. Today we got K2, the world's most deadly mountain to climb, man. This video looks absolutely fucking great, so like always, let's not waste any time, just get right into this one, man. Oh, he's got it in 4K? Holy. Let's go, W, chat. Holy, dude. Let me just say, I've climbed like a couple smaller they're like real small mountains, like 6,000, 5,000 feet, whatever the fuck it is, right? Like real small mountains. This looks absolutely horrifying, man. I would love to like climb a mountain and get this view, man, but holy shit, I think I'm too much of a bitch. I'm too much of a little pussy, I think. I think I'm way too much of a little pussy to do this. That's insane, though. Holy, look at that. It's one rule for everyone. You give up, you die. Look at that, bro.
There
Holy.
are only 14 mountains in the world which rise above 8,000 meters.
And that's where the original 14, like when you're doing the, I can't remember what it's called, but when you summit all 14. God damn, excuse me. One sec, let me give me. Yo, man, make sure you got yourself something to smoke or something to drink or something. I got me some nice coffee here, like always. Anyways, I can't remember what it's called, but, when you summit all 14 mountains.
Only 14 mountains in the world which
there's
rise
K2
above
way up there.
8,000 meters. Crossing that height transports you into the death zone, a place where there is not enough oxygen in the air for humans to survive. You become weak and have little brain power. Summiting these mountains is an accomplishment only thousands can say they have done, but summiting the deadliest mountain in the world is a matter of hundreds. A mountain so treacherous, there are years go by where no human dares to reach its peak.
Holy.
It's unforgiving.
Alright, I love this fucking video. Yo, hey, if you're not subscribed to, what's their name? If you're not subscribed to Everything Explained, go do that right now, man.
Has claimed the lives of many who have tried to conquer it. Every step is a battle against the elements. Yet still, its peak is a place of raw beauty.
Dude, look at that, man.
The Savage Mountain. This is why climbing K2 is a death sentence.
Holy.
In the 1950s.
Alright, man, honestly, this is gonna be the first of multiple videos where I react to them, like, breaking down the mountains, man, because this is mad interesting and insane all at the same time.
Engineer George Bell described K2 as a savage mountain that tries to kill you, and he wasn't wrong. Until recently, there was a fatality rate of roughly 20% for every 4 successful summits.
Holy, yeah, 20%, so out of every 5 people that go up, one of them die. Or 5 people that try to go up, one of them die. That's insane.
There was on average 1 death. 2022 saw K2 unfortunately claim 3 more lives. Also, until recently, it was true to say that more humans have been into space than stood on K2's peak.
What?
I'll explain what I mean by until recently later in this video. But why is K2 so dangerous? To truly grasp the sheer barbarity of this mountain, it's best to split it into 4 sections.
Okay.
Location, altitude, weather, and technical difficulty.
Alright, so what's gonna make this so difficult? All 4 of these things are gonna be extremely difficult. All 4 of them are gonna be at the you know, upper ability of difficulty. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna make this mountain so fucking unique and so difficult to climb. I guarantee that's what's gonna happen.
So let's begin with the location. K2 is remote, really remote. The way it got its name is the best way to express how truly remote it is. It was first surveyed by the British in 1856 as they were trying to work out the border between Kashmir and China. The surveyor would write down the altitude of a mountain and name it K1, then would name the next K2, K3, etc. Afterwards, they would ask the local people, what's this mountain called? Which is where they got names such as Gasherbrum and Kanjutsar. But K2 was so isolated that no local had a name for it, so K2 stuck. Its remoteness
Wow.
makes it hard to get to before you even begin to ascend it. It takes roughly a week to even reach base camp. In this week, you have to travel over a highly technical...
Dude, holy shit. This entire time you're mobbing too. You're like looking at the mountain. I don't know if this is the mountain in the distance or not. But I know, where is it? Where was
before
the
you even
picture?
begin to ascend.
This has got to be K2, right?
It takes roughly a week to even
Like,
reach
when you're walking towards base camp, you see the fucking mountain in the distance. And that alone's got to be mad intimidating, bro.
base camp. In this week,
Yeah, look at that. This, like, while you're walking, you're looking at K2 right here.
to travel over a highly technical glacier and a rocky trail, which could easily lead to injuries before you've even begun to climb the mountain. You're also staying in tents every night. Compare this to Mount Everest, where there's a much easier walking trail to reach base camp, with warm tea houses to stay in along the way. K2's remoteness and altitude makes getting a search and rescue
Wow.
helicopter a lot harder. Combine this with the fact that only the Pakistan Army is allowed to fly in this airspace due to the close proximity to the war zone with India, means that any injuries have a much greater chance of turning fatal. Located in the Karakoram mountain range, K2 is the second highest peak in the world. It reaches an altitude of 28,000
Behind Everest, obviously. Holy shit, 28,000. Holy.
251 feet, or 8,611 meters. Being above 8,000 meters means it's part of an exclusive club with just 14 members. What makes
So
these
to go up
mountains
the peak, they probably go up this side, right? I would assume.
so
I would
deadly
assume so.
is the fact that you cross into the death zone for the final ascent. A place where your body uses oxygen faster than it can be replenished. An extended stay in the death zone without supplementary oxygen will ultimately lead to death. Your body attempts to acclimatise by producing more red blood cells, your heart beats faster, and non-essential bodily functions are suppressed, and one also breathes more deeply. Acclimatisation isn't a short process though, it can take weeks. This is why people experience altitude sickness, including high altitude pulmonary edema, known as HAPE, or cerebral edema, known as HACE. The reduced brain power and lack of strength has led to many fatalities in the death zone.
Dude, this shit is fucking horrifying, man. Holy. Weather.
Despite weather forecasting technologies advancing astronomically
Texas,
since
brother.
K2's first summit in 1954, there is an understanding amongst its climbers that it's still not predictable. It's situated further north than Everest, making for increased likelihood of incredibly foul weather due to the jet stream. The jet stream is a fast-moving river of air in Earth's atmosphere, which can bring rapid changes in weather. In the winter, gusts
Wow.
at K2 can bring rapid
Oh, the jet stream goes right over my state.
changes in weather.
Wow.
In
I
the
didn't know
winter,
that.
gusts at K2 can
I guess
reach
that makes sense,
hurricane
right?
force
Why it
levels,
changed all the time?
which would throw climbers off the mountain as if they were just a feather in the wind. On top of this, there is a heightened risk of avalanches, the severity of which
Look
is
at
evident
that,
in
bro.
the 2008 K2 disaster. Some specifics of the events that took place on the 1st and 2nd of August in 2008, which led to 11 deaths and 3 serious injuries, are still unknown. But what we do know is that an ice avalanche happened during an area of the climb called the bottleneck. The avalanche destroyed many of the climbers' ropes, which unfortunately led to their deaths.
Holy, bro.
So you're already fighting a losing battle when you start to climb K2 due
Yeah,
to its
so-
location.
So exactly what I talked about earlier, we're leading directly down the path I thought we were going to lead to, where all 4 of the things that he's breaking, all 4 different categories are horrendously bad and horrendously, you know what I'm saying? Like, so therefore it's going to make the entire thing fucking terrible when all 4 are fucking, you know, worst possible conditions they can
and
be.
weather. But the actual climb itself makes that challenge almost insurmountable. What I'm about to describe is the most travelled route on K2.
So they go up the exact route I thought they would, which is here on the right. Wow, look at that. Look at the difference between Camp 4 to Summit, because he talked about the death zone's like right here, right? It's like right here. So on the final push for summit, you cross into the death zone. But like, look at the difference in like space between camps, man. This is wild. This is almost 2 times farther than these. It is 2 times farther, pretty much.
K2, known as the Abruzzi Spur, over 75% of climbers take this route. The west and south faces present even harder challenges, and the east face has never actually been climbed.
What?
Knowing that this
no
is
one's
the easy
ever
route,
climbed the
and I say
east face?
easy in very
Easy route. Holy shit. Look at this, bro. Holy fuck. This is the easy route.
challenges, and the east face has never actually been climbed.
You can't say easy route. You say easiest route. This is the easiest route. Because it's not easy, but out of all of them, it is the easiest, correct?
Knowing that this is the easy route, and I say easy in
Look
very
at that, man.
sarcastic
Holy
speech
shit.
marks, really puts in perspective how dangerous this mountain is. Once you reach base camp, you're at an altitude of about 5,000 meters, and all the way up to Camp 3 at 7,350 meters.
Look at that, bro.
Is a 60
Holy
to 70
fucking shit,
degree
that's
slope,
horrifying.
so it's demanding on the body from the off. A section known as House Chimney is the first difficulty. It's a 100-foot-long crack in a rock wall shaped like a chimney, which is difficult to climb in crampons. After this, you basically reach Camp 2 at 6,760 meters. On the ascent to Camp 3, you face one of the most difficult parts of the climb, known as the Black Pyramid, a huge mass of steep rock coming off the main spur. To put in perspective how big this part is, the Great Pyramid of Giza is 146 meters tall.
Okay, I don't like what he's doing here. This is insane.
Black Pyramid section of K2 is nearly 400 meters.
Holy shit. So almost 4x. It's closer to 3x the size, but holy shit. That's fucking insane, bro. Oh my god.
How big this part is. The Great Pyramid of Giza is 146 meters tall. The Black Pyramid section of K2 is nearly 400 meters in length. When
That's
you get close
insane.
to Camp 3, there's a 25-foot vertical wall of ice that you've got to climb. But finally, you make it to Camp 3. Just 1,350
Oh my
meters
god.
to go.
All that, and you're only here, bro. Holy fucking shit. This is insane. I'm so glad I chose this as the video for today. Holy fuck, this is so insane, bro.
If only it was that easy. Camp 3 is on a slope of about 30 degrees, making it very difficult to get a good night's rest. Your first bit of relief comes when you make it to Camp 4, as it's a bit of a flat plain. However, it is at 8,000 meters, so you have entered the death zone. Oxygen management is now
okay, so number 4, so base camp 4, or camp 4 is in the death zone. Wow. That's wild.
more crucial. Camp 4
So I was
can
wrong.
be described as the eye of the storm, as you are resting, but you know that you have the toughest part of the climb to go. It's known as the bottleneck. Whilst you're traversing
The
the narrow
bottleneck.
gully with a steep gradient, this is your view. An overhanging serac, or block of glacial ice, weighing millions of tons, which has been known to give way, such as in the 2008 disaster that we mentioned earlier.
Dude, holy shit. So that's the part that's fucking horrifying. Look at this, man. Oh my god, that's so horrifying. And you're just climbing up and you just see this. This is all you see. Holy shit. When in reality it's I mean this, obviously. You're right here and right here, right? Going like I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll never climb a big mountain like this. I won't. This is terrifying. This is fucking horrifying.
This Instagram picture attempts to put in
What in the fuck? Trying to put into perspective.
to scale just how enormous
That's
it is.
insane.
And this is a video of a serac giving way on a different mountain, showing the unpredictability and impact it could have. When the serac on K2 gives way, it's not just a bit of ice, it's a bus hurtling towards you with increasing speed. Now just imagine that
That's
fear
so
and
sad,
anxiety
man.
as you
Holy-
are tired, weak, and at 8,000 meters up, knowing that your life isn't really in your own hands.
That's so horrifying. Holy shit, bro.
But then you've done it. You've reached the peak. Congratulations. All your blood, sweat, and tears
Look
have
at
paid
that,
off.
man.
Well, the
Holy.
thing is, it actually gets harder from here.
Because you gotta go
now
down.
have to go down.
Yeah.
Imagine the whole journey.
Yeah, the whole, oh my, yeah, the whole journey. Now your energy bar is completely at 0, and now, yeah, you have to go down, which is gonna be, it's gonna be its own complete unique set of tasks, because now you're fighting against gravity, going, holy shit, bro.
As an energy tank. For every exertion you make, you lose a little bit of charge. But you're so desperate to complete your mission and reach the peak, you push your body to its absolute limits. Reserving 50% of your energy for the way down might not even cross your mind. That's why it's estimated that over
An absolute fucking, like, I mean, come on, if you're not thinking, they're obviously thinking about they have to go down. Like, let's be real. That's not, like, that's real common sense. And if they're climbing K2, they've obviously climbed multiple other mountains before. And they're like they know you go up, you gotta come back down. Like,
to its
they know,
absolute
come on.
limits.
Let's not act like they don't
50%
know.
of your energy for the way down might not even cross your mind.
No, it definitely
That's
does.
why it's
I
estimated.
think what it is, though, is they probably just, it's not like they're underestimating it, because they know that it's going to be one of the craziest and most difficult journeys of their life, but still, they still even probably overestimate, like, oh, it's probably about to be da-da-da so hard, and it even exceeds those expectations, you know what I'm saying?
Over 80% of deaths happen on descent. You're weaker, more tired.
Oh my god, 80% happen on descend. Holy shit, man.
Less brain power, and probably have a little bit less motivation. It's an accident waiting to happen. And as I mentioned earlier, people would describe this as the easiest route for K2, which truly shows how dangerous this mountain is. There is good news, however, for those wishing to climb K2. Apart from the estimated $30,000 expedition cost per person, the routes are becoming
30 grand cost? Holy shit.
more accessible. K2 is slowly getting the Mount Everest treatment, meaning increased popularity leads to more Sherpas and safer routing. These are the stats for successful summits per year since 1993.
Holy shit. Wow, look at this. Since 93, 94, 95, holy shit, look at that. It was going way up. 2008, that's when that disaster happened. That's, holy shit. You can tell when a disaster happens because it drops. That's fucking horrifying, man. Look, 2017, drops back down. Holy shit. It has to be, right? That has to be the correlation. And then look at this into 2022, 200 summits. Wow.
With 2022 destroying the previous record of 62 with over 190 summits. In fact, on July the 22nd, 2022, more than 145 climbers summited within a 24-hour period.
In one day?
This is why earlier I
okay,
said
that's scary.
Until recently, all these successful summits have led to a fall in the fatality rate. Whilst reaching the peak of K2 becomes more obtainable, the challenge remains ruthless.
Yeah, come on.
One must always keep respect for the savage
and
mountain
be vigilant too, man.
that has claimed the lives of many who have stood before, with the goal of conquering its formidable
To
terrain.
be fair though, man, if you're there when an avalanche happens, there's nothing you can do but hope and pray. Like, there's literally nothing you can do, man. There's not one fucking thing you can do. And that is such a helpless feeling, man. That is really, like, wow, the feeling that they must get knowing that there's absolutely nothing they can do is just, holy shit. Completely helpless, makes you feel like completely wow. This video's really put the entire thing in perspective, man. That's insane.
When Mother Nature is on its side, K2 will always rule supreme.
Wow. What a good fucking video. What a great video, actually. Fuck good. That was great. That was fucking amazing, man. Yeah, we're definitely gonna watch, I'm definitely gonna have to watch more videos on a couple more mountains here in the future, man. 100%, 100%. Yo, hey, if you like that one, make sure to go subscribe to, Everything Explained, yeah? Goddamn, what an absolute banger, man. What an absolute banger, bro. Hey, yo, if you liked the video, like the video. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time, man. Deuces.